Hello beginners class. Alright, so if you're watching this video, you should be a white belt or probationary gold belt, alright, for our beginner class. Now I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about how this video is going to go, because this video is going to go a little bit different, alright, than our other videos we've had. Alright, so our other videos have just been going over like the week's work. Now this one's going to go over the entire semester's material, so in one video. So that means this does not need to be done in 1 week. It needs to be done hopefully by the time we're planning on having a test. Now we're most likely going to have a test on Zoom. Okay, so if you've done private lessons, you're kind of already familiar with somewhat of how that's going to work. Alright, so we'll probably be doing a test over that. So we'll watch each person, we'll have each judge or person on the board will have a specific person or a few people that they'll be looking for their material. Now obviously we won't be doing anything like sparring. You guys don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's how it's going to be that's how it's going to work. So all this material needs to be done sometime between mid-May. Okay, so sometime in mid-May, all this material needs to be down. Now you know almost all this material. There's like maybe one strike you guys haven't learned yet, but it's pretty much you have learned everything. So make sure you guys are practicing this. But we're gonna go ahead and start. So go ahead and stay in command position. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how it should look. I'm gonna go over it slow, and I'm gonna show you how it should look when it's done. Now, I'm only going to go over this just like a couple times for each thing, otherwise it's going to take way too long. Alright, so go ahead and stay in command position for me. Make sure we're still answering. Just because we're at home doesn't mean we don't need to answer. Alright, so hands are up, we're still in command position. Now from here, let's go ahead and start off with our stances. Remember, we have a front stance, back stance, horse stance, and riding stance. We're going to start with our front stance. So, front stance, this is going slow. So slow, I want you to go ahead and show me your left hand, touch your left leg. Set this leg out at an angle. Make sure it's not straight, at an angle, a wide angle. Now, when you bend your leg, don't just bend your leg and be like, oh, that's all I can bend it. Because that's all I can bend it without moving my hips. You got to take your hips, lean forward. See how much lower I went? Now take your hands, tight fist on your ribs. Okay, that's our front stance. Now go ahead and go back to my position. Now, let's do that one more time. We're going to do it faster this time. So ready? If I say step out, front stance, go. I step out wide, chambers back, bend that leg. Good. And back to my position. Now, let's do back stance. So go ahead and show me your left hand. Touch your left leg. Set that leg straight in front. Chambers back. Now back hand. Touch your back leg. I want you to go ahead and step it out a little bit more. Now same idea, just like the front stance. Okay, I'm gonna bend my leg, but lean backwards. So front stance, I lean forward. Back stance, I'm gonna lean backwards. So leaning backwards, so my leg is bent, chambers back, and I'm looking forward. All right, and back in my position. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how that stance should look when it's done. I'm going to do it at the side just so you can see the whole stance. Ready? Back stance. All right, that's how it should look. So chambers back, back leg's bent, I'm looking forward. And back in my position. Okay, now from here, let's go ahead and do our horse stance. So horse stance, let's do it slow first. Widen your legs. Chambers back on your ribs. I never want to see them down here, up here, here, or just like loose fist. I want to see them tight fist on your ribs, your upper rib. Now from here, widen your legs, bend your legs low. Now, your legs should not be up here. This shouldn't be a riding stance. It shouldn't be a squat either. Okay, it shouldn't go past your knees. But it needs to be as low as you can, okay, without passing your knees. So chambers back, hold it, and back in my position. Now, I'm going to show you guys how it should look when it's done. Ready? Horse stance. Go. Bend it. All right, this is how it should look when you guys are done. And back to my position. Now for here, riding stance. Let's do it slow and then we'll do it fast. Chambers. Show me your chambers. Widen your legs. Bend those legs a little bit. Now, I don't want to see you bend them all the way down like a horse stance. I don't want to see your legs straight either. My legs aren't bent at all. Bend them so I can see them, okay? But don't go low like a horse stance. Chambers back. You should be able to hold this almost all day. And back to my position. Let me show you how the whole stance should look. Ready? Riding stance. Go. Now, so my legs are bent, but they're not bent as low as a horse stance. And back to my position. All right, now from here, let's go ahead and work on our horse stance punches. All right, so horse stance punches. That's different than our horse stance. If I say step out in a horse stance, you go here, chambers back. Now, if I say step out in a horse stance for punches, you have your right hand out, punching, already punching. You don't punch out, you just leave it straight. Other hand in chamber, and I'm in a horse stance. Okay? So let's try that. So our hands are up, come on position. So if I say step out in a horse stance for punches, kia. So remember when I say kia, you say A step out. Ready? Step out in a horse stance with punches. Ready? Key out. A. So make sure to match with me. Right hand, punching out. Left hand in chamber, bend those legs. Now, we have 3 different kinds of punches. We have single punches, so this is 1. We have double punches, 2 punches. And then we have single punches with a key out. So we say A with 1 punch. So let's try it. So hold this right hand out, single punches. Now remember on punches, kicks, we breathe, we go tss. Okay, so one more time. Tss. Make sure you make that noise. Single punch, 1. Tss. Notice how my hands switch, and it went back in chamber. 2. Tss. And 3. Double punches. 1. Notice I'm not doing this, okay? I switch each time. All right, ready? 2. 3. Single punches with a key out. Ready? 1. A. So key out loud. 2. A. 3. A. And back to my position. Yes, sir. Okay, that's all of our punches for our horse stance punches. Now from here, let's go ahead and work on our elbows. All right, so our elbows. Now from here, we're going to go over all 7. All right, so our hands are up in my position. Let's go ahead and take our left leg in front. So our left leg biceps. Key out. A. Okay. I'm going to go over every single elbow. Take your front hand. Guard. Touch your head. Step to the side. Palm down. Touch your chest. Remember, you're going to rotate. So this back foot rotates and my hips turn in. Hand to the chest. Ready? Rotate and say 1, because that's number 1. Remember, elbows, you count with me. And back. Now let me show you the whole elbow. Ready? 1. And I say 1. And then back in. Now from here, we're going to do number 2 elbow. So ready? Step side to side. Guard. Palm down. This is number 2. Look towards the elbow. So you're looking this direction. Look towards it with me. Your left leg stays still. The only leg that moves is the same side as my elbow. So right now, your guys' right leg. All right, ready? So guard, look to the elbow, ready, step out, and say 2. And go out with that arm, and then back to your fighting stance. So let me show you how it should look when it's done. Ready? 2. And then I say 2, and then back to my fighting stance. Ready? We're going to do number 3. Now, for 3, this goes backwards. 3, 4, and 5 go behind me. So it might be a little bit weird for you guys to see it. I want you guys to do your best. So, for 3, guard. Take your back hand, palm down. Okay, now for this one, I turn my upper body. Now, for 4 and 5, I just go back. For 3, I'm going to turn my upper body. My legs don't move. Just turn and go backwards. So I turn and I go backwards. So my hands are up. Ready, guard, palm down. Look behind you. Turn your upper body. And then back. So one more time. Guard, palms down. Look behind me. Turn, and back. So if I show you the whole thing, I say 3, 3, and back. Once again, hitting with the tricep. Now 4. 4, I go straight back this time. So ready, guard, palm towards you, not down, towards you. This is number 4. Palm towards me. Look behind you, go straight back, back in. So if I show you at this angle, you can see that my body's not turning. I go here, I'm just looking behind. Palm towards me, look behind, elbow out, and back in. So if I show you the whole thing, ready, 4, 4, and back. Okay, now 5. Now 5 is the same thing as 4. I go straight back. I don't turn my upper body, but I'm going to go up to someone's chin. Now 4 goes to someone's like solar plexus area, chest, stomach, all right, body. Now 5 is going up to someone's chin. So you're going here, straight up for the chin. Okay, so let's try it. So ready? Palm towards you. Guard. Look behind. Go up high, so bend your back, all right, forward a little bit. So you're not turning, just bend it forward, go back, and say 5. Okay, so if I go this way, same idea, guard towards me, up high, that's 5. Now if I show you the whole thing, how it should look when it's done, ready, 5. And then I say 5, and back. Good. Now 6, this one I'm going to look towards you guys for this one. This is the uppercut elbow for number 6. Okay, ready? Step to side, guard. Now I want both hands up. Okay, both hands up. Front hand's guarding, other hand's up though. You're going to rotate your hips just like you did for number 1. You're going to rotate, and this hand's going to brush back on my head. Brush back my hair. Elbow goes up. Make sure this front hand that's guarding doesn't go up here. It's guarding. Fist touches my head. Don't go out here because then it looks weird. Elbow in, okay? Go straight up and back in. Now let me show you at this angle, all right, just so you guys see it both angles. So I guard, step, both hands up. Ready, up, I rotate, elbow goes up, this hand here is still guarding, and back in my fighting stance. Let me show you how it should look when it's done. Ready, 6. Then I say 6, and then back in. Now, 7, this is a big downward elbow for 7. All right, so 7, let's do this together. Ready? Step to side, guard, lift up. Now, when you lift up, I want your tippy toes going up. So you should be able to see my feet. My tippy toes go up. I'm not jumping, all right? My tippy toes go up. I grab, turn, straight down. Notice I'm not taking a knee. I'm here. Go straight down, and it's forward, not in tight, forward. And then I go back to my fighting stance. So let's try that again. Ready? Guard, lift, up on your tippy toes, grab, down, and back in. Let me show you at different angles. Ready? Guard, lift, up on my tippy toes, drop, and then back. Okay, so if I show you the whole thing. Ready? 7. And I say 7. And then back. Good. And back to my position. Now, if you guys didn't look over those more, you guys can always go back to this video. This is going to be the last, probably the last video I'm going to be making. All right, that isn't a live video with you guys. Okay, just so you guys can always have this to look back to, all right, for your material. So practice this material. Super important. Okay, now from here, we're going to go over our power punches, which is all the punches that we have this semester. Now, there's one new one. It's called a ridge hand. Okay, we're going to do that one last in this video. So we're going to do the first two, so straight punch and uppercut punch, which you guys have done. And then ridge hand, which is not a punch, it's a strike. Okay, because these are power strikes, not power punches necessarily. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and try those together. So ready? Come on, position, left leg bites. It's Kia. Hey! Okay, so from here, I'm going to show you guys the straight punch. Slow and then fast. Guard with your front hand. Step to side, both hands go up. Rotate your hips, turn your hips, go straight out. Ready? Out. Make sure it's powerful. And then back in. Let me show you at a different angle. Guard. Step to side. Hands up, step to the side so I open my hips, have more power. Turn my back leg, turn it, and I'm going to go straight out. Ready? Punch out and back in. Now let me show you how it should look when it's done. So ready? 1. And then back in. Then over here, ready? 2. And then back in. Now, uppercut punch. Everyone should have learned this so far. Okay, if you didn't, it's probably because you haven't been watching any other videos or you haven't been doing the private lessons. Make sure you guys are doing that. So ready? Guard. Step to side. This hand here, instead of going up, it's going to go down. Now, I don't want it down here by your belt. I want it out at an angle, okay? Out at an angle. Okay, so ready? I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to go up. I'm going to stop on my chin. Ready? Rotate. Up. I'm going almost at an angle, not straight up. I'm going at an angle a little bit. So I could uppercut to the body, straight, or the chin if I wanted to. So rotate up, stop by your chin, and then go back in. Now, you probably don't have a mirror in front of you. If you do, that's great, but you probably don't. So you can't see it exactly if it's stopping by the chin. So you want to make sure that it's not here. It's not blocking your face. If you go down a little bit, you could see straight without seeing your fist. All right, that's good. You can see it with the corner of your eye, all right, not straight in front of you. That's how it should be. So let's try that again at a different angle. So ready? Guard, step, hand down, rotate up, and back in. Let me show you how it should look when it's done. Ready? 1. All right, back, and 2. And back. Okay, good. Now, ridge hand. This is an open hand strike. This is more of a strike for sparring, less so for self-defense. So let's go ahead and try it. So our hands are up. Take your front hand. Guard. Rotate. Hands up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in towards my body and around. Make almost like a circle motion. I'm not going out in. Make a circle motion and out. So let me show you what it looks like when it's done first. That'll be a little bit easier for you guys. So ready? 1. And back at an angle. 2. And back. So you see it's kind of going out to the side, hitting with the end of the hand. Now let's do it slow. Ready? Step. Guard. Hands up. Go in, circle, and around. In, circle, and around. Only once. Rotate while you're doing it. So in, rotate, and then back up. I'm going to show you guys at this angle. Ready? Step. Guard. Circle around. So you're going circle to the outside. So in, out, and around. And then back in. And then go ahead and go stand back into my position. Practice that more, guys. That ridge hand is your new strike. If you have trouble with that, you probably will, because that's kind of weird compared to what you're used to. Do private lessons. You guys should be doing private lessons anyway. Super important. Can't stress that enough. Do your private lessons. All right, now from here, we have one kick. Let's work on that power kick, which is a side kick. All right, so ready, so come on, position, ready, left leg bias. It's Kia. A. All right, good. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and step to the side just so it's easier for you to see the actual kick. I'll do it both directions, but we're going to start here. So, slow, almost like you didn't do it. Like you've never learned it before, and then I'm going to go and show you how it should look when it is quick. So ready? Lift the leg up to the side, set it down, to the side, set it down. If I show it to you guys once, to the side, set it down. Now from here, I want you guys going straight out, pulling your toes back. Now you're hitting with your heel. Now a lot of people think this is their heel, that's the ball of your foot. Heel is down here, that's the hardest part of your foot. So let's go ahead and try that. Ready, lift. Straight out, hard as you can, back in, set it down. Let's do that again. Ready, lift, out, in, set down. Get it hard, push that as hard as you can. Now if I do it towards you guys, in, out, in, set down. Notice I'm going up at an angle a little bit. That's how it should be. If it's straight, it's okay, all right, but if it's down, it's not. Let me show you the whole kick. Ready, 1, and 2. Good. And back from opposition, yes sir. Now from here, the last thing we have is our self-defense. Now, I don't have a partner because while I'm filming these videos, I'm alone here at the school. All right, so I want you guys to find a sibling, friend that's at your house, or like a parent, okay? All right, so grab them real quick. Make sure they are attacking you. You guys are not the attacker. You guys are defending. You guys can practice both sides, but right now I want you to just focus on the actual defending. Now on the test, like I said on Zoom, if we do a test on Zoom, you guys got to make sure that you know how to do both. So practice both, but mostly the defending part is the most important part. So if I'm attacking, all right, so if you're a parent, all right, friend, sibling, you're attacking right now, I want you guys to go ahead and do a two-handed grab. Take both hands, grab their shirt, all right, grab it up at an angle. All right, so I'm grabbing the shirt. Now I'm going to go ahead and be defending. So I'm being grabbed right now. You guys that are being grabbed. All right, so you guys that are taking the class right now. Take your hands, thumbs up, bend them. I don't want them out here. If I do an eye gouge like that, if I do an eye gouge like this, all right, I'm going to pull my thumb back. I'm going to jam. I can break it. A lot of stuff depending on how hard I hit. So that's really bad to do. Bend your thumbs forward. So don't just bend them back here straight. Bend them forward so you have more support. It's stronger. I can hit something harder. Okay, so ready? Eye gouge, pull to your ears. You're being grabbed. I want you to go ahead, step up a little bit, just like a little step. Eye gouge and Kia. And with your eye gouge, don't hit the actual eyes. Go to the side. All right, so ready? Let's try it. So you grab, pull back, A, Kia, push, fighting stance. Okay, now let's do that again a little bit faster. So two-handed grab, pull back, A, push, fighting stance. All right, good. Now I'm going to be the attacker again. So attackers, focus on this one. Two-handed grab up close. So grab them, pull them in, get them in close. Now don't go chest to chest, all right, but you're pretty close. You're pretty close. Just a little gap here. Okay, so I'm being grabbed. I got two-handed grab up close. Okay, now from here, defenders, take two hands, grab their head, side over here, not their neck, up head. All right, the head, the back of the head, side of the head, that area. Now we're going to do a headbutt. With the headbutt, don't go head to head. You shouldn't be hitting your partner at all. You should be aiming for it, but not hitting them. But you're aiming for their nose. So pull their head. Pull your head back. Now from here, we're going to lift our leg up. We're going to stomp the headbutt at the same time. So let's do it. So pull the head back. Lift your leg up. Stomp headbutt. Same time. Kia. Ready? Hey! Push. And fighting stance. So you're stomping their foot. You're breaking their nose. And then you're pushing them. Okay, so let's try this again a little bit faster. They grab us up close, grab the head, pull back, hey! Push, fighting stance. All right, good. Now to be the attacker again. All right, it's the last thing we have for today, guys, so make sure you focus. Two-handed grab from behind. So you guys that are defending, you're turning away from your partner. All right, I'm over here attacking. I grab them from behind, two hands, grab the shirt. All right, out, not in, but out. Okay, now if I'm the defender, I'm getting grabbed from behind. Lift your arm up, doesn't matter which one. I can do either side. I'm going to do this one first. Step this side, wrap both arms up tight, wrap them up tight, palm, so pull your fingers back, hit with the palm, hit the nose, Kia, it's ready, A, push, body stance. So we're going to do this again, I'm going to try the other side. So he grabs me, same thing, other arm, step around, grab, palm, A, push, body stance. Now a little faster how it should look when it's done. He grabs me, ready, A, push, body stance. And back to my position, guys. Make sure you balance your partners. That's all the time we have for today. I want you guys to make sure you're doing private lessons. We should be doing virtual classes pretty soon here if they aren't already started by the time you're watching this video. Make sure that you guys are practicing. All right, practice, practice. All this material needs to be ready for like a virtual test that we're going to have over Zoom. And we'll probably like send you guys the belts depending on when we come back to classes. Depends on that. Or when we can come back to classes. That's the more important part. All right, so make sure practice all that material is for your tests. Nothing more is new until you get your next belt or until the next test. Practice all that. Super important, guys. That's all the time we have for today, guys. I'll see you later. All right, bye, guys.